everyone. Welcome to Beauty Beyond This World. I am Margot Bourgeois, and tonight I'm so happy to be sponsored by the leading cable company in Trinidad and Tobago, Trans Cable Limited. You turn us on.
Everyone. I am Mahalia MacDonald, and I'm proud to be sponsored by H.E. Robinson Enterprises Limited, Caribbean agents for Proton Cars of Malaysia. Right on, Proton! Good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. I am Deborah Dinu, and I am proud tonight to be sponsored by Pennywise Cosmetics for the widest range at the lowest prices in the Caribbean. Pennywise Cosmetics.
Good evening, everyone. I am Francisca Shaw, and I'm proud to be sponsored by Century 21 Janitorial Caribbean Air Duct Services, suppliers of industrial flow machine, janitorial chemicals, and cleaning services.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Hema Ramlakan. I'm honored to be sponsored by Wing Sing and Company, which specializes in Orient and spices throughout Trinidad and Tobago. Wing Sing and Company.
Good evening, everyone. I am Misha Trim from your sister Isle. This evening, I'm honored to be sponsored by Real Value Supermarket. We are making Tobago proud. Real value, the name says it all.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Suzanne Rajkumar, and I am proud tonight to be sponsored by Genetics Pharmaceuticals, manufacturers and distributors of quality medicine. Genetics.
By the leader in fashions for men, Francis Fashions. Do enjoy your evening.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Camille Rampalwan, and tonight I'm proud to be sponsored by Lada Motors. Lada, just simply dependable. Evening to you all. I am Keisha Ann Callender, and I am the most privileged to be sponsored by Fabric Land, where you get more than you'd expect for less than you think. Fabric Land. Good evening and welcome. I am Sharada Ramlogan. Tonight it is my pleasure to be sponsored by Well Services Marine Limited, the leading oil well drilling contractor in the Caribbean. Well Services Marine, we take pride in what we do.
Good evening, everyone. I am Lisa Mongru, and I'm proud to be sponsored by Clairol, an international company specializing in the widest range of hair colors.
Good evening. I am Malini Samsundar, and I am honored to be sponsored by Super Industrial Services Limited, the safest and most cost-effective general contractors in Trinidad and Tobago, SIS.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome tonight's host, Dennis McComey.
Hello. Hello. God, it's hot up here. Thank you, hello, good evening, and welcome to the Queen's Hall, Port of Spain, for tonight's live coverage of the Miss Trinidad and Tobago Beauty Pageant 1996, presented by MK Enterprises and Nature Care. I'm very pleased to be here as your host this evening, notwithstanding the fact that I have just learned that I was the second choice. It seems that Mr. Atto Bolden was the original choice of host for tonight's presentation, but he has mysteriously been summoned by a phone call to appear at a sports meeting in Monte Carlo. Thanks, Mom. So last evening, he winged his way out to start his tour of the 4-year Plan 2 in his quest for gold for Trinidad and Tobago. But seriously, folks, you must admit that it has been a very exciting few days for all of us here in Trinidad and Tobago, what with all the feverish preparations for this evening's contest and the recent live coverage, albeit Americanized, of the Centennial Olympic Games in Atlanta. Trinidad and Tobago, albeit with its relatively small size, somehow seems to have a knack for making itself known on the international scene. And because tonight's show is one of the first live presentations on television since the Olympics, with an estimated audience of 1 million television viewers at home and a live in-house audience of 1,100 distinguished guests, it would be remiss of me if I didn't use this opportunity to collectively convey much-deserved congratulations to Mr. Atto Bolden for his historic achievement of procuring 2 bronze medals for Trinidad and Tobago, and Mr. Peter Minshall and his Callaloo Company for their remarkable creative mass presentation at the opening of the Olympics. Good on you guys. Big up TNT. And so tonight, Trinidad and Tobago is again well poised to contribute in another arena to the international scenario, this time in the realm of beauty and personality. This evening, in what we hope will be an exciting and entertaining presentation, 13 beautiful young ladies from across our Twin Island Republic will vie for 3 national titles: Miss Caribe Hibiscus, Miss World, and Miss Universe, in the hope of representing Trinidad and Tobago on the international stage. Of course, it's all live, so we're all a little bit nervous because a live event always traditionally bristles with an air of uncertainty. I mean, anything can happen. So in respect of this, we have tried our best to prepare an exciting and entertaining evening of presentations for you, which we hope you will enjoy. We have surrounded ourselves with a beautiful produced Botticelli-esque set by Christopher Santos and Gregory Medina of As You Like It displays. We've got the lights, we've got the music, we've got the camera, and now it's time for the action. Courtesy Praggies of Colesort Mall, Frederick Street. I got myself all gussied up to suit the occasion. And I also got dressed so that I could welcome a very special personality as my co-host. I mean, Adam had his Eve, Jill had her Jack, David had his Goliath, you know. So I think I should have my co-host. And so help me welcome one of the most beautiful ladies of our country, notwithstanding Penny Comisian Boeing Chow, and Giselle Laurent. She has, this lady who's going to join me in a minute, in her own right, endeared herself to Trinidad and Tobago and the world, copying the 3rd runner-up title in the International Miss Universe pageant. She's also a well-known and very much loved local personality who has contributed immeasurably all her services to many important causes, including the fight against AIDS in Trinidad and Tobago. And she, as far as I'm concerned, embodies the warmth and the hospitality of Trinbagonians as a stewardess with the national airline BWIA. Ladies and gentlemen, my co-host, Miss Arlene Peterkin Alario.
evening brings back memories, I can tell you. I'm feeling nervous even though I'm not even a contestant. But anyway, this is a different sort of news. Anyway, the girls, I think the dance, it was so fabulous. Don't you think they brought us on to a good start? So hot, sizzling. Yeah, the costumes for the dance this evening were presented by Martin Guevara. I think he did a wonderful job. And talking about jobs, I know we have some very distinguished guests this evening here that are our esteemed panel of judges.
Yes. Before we go to them, though, you look absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
And would you like to tell us who got you all gussied up?
Certainly. This is one of my outfits this evening, and my dear friend Peter Elias, he's chosen to outfit me this evening with this evening gown as well as two others. So thank you, Peter. Thank you for not making me concerned about what I'll have to be wearing this evening.
Well, I want to ask you another question. Does the atmosphere not bring back some memories of your participation in the international pageant a few years ago?
More than the international pageant, I think the local pageant, because I'm seeing some familiar faces on the board of the panel of judges there, and it definitely brings back memories.
Well, talking about the panel of judges, I think it's most appropriate at this moment to introduce our live audience and, of course, our television audience, 1 million of you out there, to our distinguished panel of judges who tonight will have the onerous duty of choosing 3 lovely representatives to represent Trinidad and Tobago at the Miss Caribe Hibiscus, the Miss World and the Miss Universe contests respectively. We're going from left to right for the convenience of our camera, and our first judge sitting here near us is Mr. Dick Henderson, well-known broadcaster, founder of 103 FM, which is, I think, the most successful Indian format station we have in Trinidad and Tobago, former GM of Kana and former PD of TV6, Mr. Dick Henderson.
Our second judge this evening, ladies and gentlemen, is none other than Mr. Ranwick Nicky. Mr. Ranwick Nicky is the executive manager in charge of marketing at the Unis Trust Corporation. He's also the chairman of the Agricultural Marketing and Development Corporation. Mr. Nicky has been instrumental in having the Unitrust Corporation sponsor Scouting for Talent and Carnival.
Thank you, Mr. Nicky.
Thank you, Mr. Nicky, yes.
Our third judge in a beautiful blue, royal blue outfit this evening, Kathleen Pinder. Kathleen is the Manager of Corporate Communications at the Tourism and Industrial Development Company of Trinidad and Tobago, more affectionately known as TITCO. Kathleen has been in the forefront of promoting Trinidad and Tobago on the international scene, and she has assisted local representatives to international beauty pageants.
Our fourth judge this evening, everyone knows his face on television, is none other than Mr. Dominic Calipasad. Dominic Calipasad is the head of news at TV6, a subsidiary of the Caribbean Communications Network, CCN. He's responsible for coordinating all the news of the major newscast. Thank you, Dominic, for being with us this evening. You have a major task ahead.
Yes, I suspect Dominic is also our chief judge this evening. Judge number 5, Anna Mahace. Anna Mahace is one of the country's well-known educationists. She was principal of St. Augustine Girls High School for 32 years before she retired. And she didn't retire because of age. She just decided she wanted to move on to other things. She's a former chairperson of the International Communications Network, ICN. Ms. Mahace is the Director of Training with the Ansa Macal Group of Companies, and she carries with her this evening a wealth of experience in judging carnival shows, children's shows, and beauty contests.
Our sixth judge, Mr. Gordon Board. I remember Mr. Board from our panel of judges. He got me to where I was, thank you. He is the Chief Executive Officer of Mel's Automotive, agents for Hyundai cars. Through the kindness of Mr. Board, several Hyundai cars took the girls on a street parade through Port of Spain on Friday, August the 2nd. Thank you for that as well. I'm sure downtown Port of Spain was very happy to see the girls going through the streets of Port of Spain.
And then we have Janelle Penny Commission Boeing Chow. I love to say that, I'm sorry. I know I should just say chow maybe, but you earned it. Janelle. Janelle Penny Commission Boeing Chow is the first and only Trinidadian to capture the Miss Universe title. I mean, that alone, another round of applause. Not only did this lovely woman win the coveted title in Santo Domingo in 1977, which is quite a while ago, but it looked like she won last year, she also captured the Miss Photogenic title and is now Managing Director of Bowen Marines Limited at Chaguaramas. Good on you, Janine.
And last but not least, we have Miss Judy Talbot-Paul. Judy is the longest serving member on the panel, and while she will not be a judge this evening, she will be the chief scrutineer, collating all the marks of the judges, and that's a big task, trying to be as speedy as possible to bring you the results as soon as we possible. Everyone knows we're anxious to know the winners of this evening's pageant, Miss Trinidad and Tobago 1996. Brought to you again by Nature Care Skincare Products and MK Enterprises.
Well, we've got off to a very good start.
Nature Care, a soothing hand and body lotion with the moisturizing secrets found in aloe, cocoa butter, and coconut oil. Isn't it time you discovered the secrets of Nature Care?
Welcome back after our first break to the Queen's Hall stage, St. Anne's, live and alive for the Miss Trinidad and Tobago Beauty Pageant 1996, brought to you with the kind courtesies of MK Enterprises, our principal producers, and Nature Care. Well, we promised entertainment, and our first item of entertainment is coming up right now for you as we present the members of the Malik Folk Performers.
Welcome back to the 1996 Miss Trinidad and Tobago pageant, courtesy MK Enterprises and Nature Care Skincare Products. We're back now. We're about to begin the swimsuit section. I know I was telling our live audience here this evening that this is definitely the favorite section of my husband. I know it's probably the favorite section of the whole male population in Trinidad and Tobago. So now let's get ready and invite the girls on for the swimsuit section. We're just waiting a little bit of music to pump things up, to give the girls the energy. Yeah. All right, our contestant number one this evening is Margot Ria Bourgeois. Margot is 23 years old and is employed as a sales and interview clerk with Port Trinidad Limited. Moving across the stage is nothing new for Margot, as she won the title of Miss Trinidad and Tobago model in 1994, earning her a trip to Japan. She also holds certificates in professional acting and modeling. Margot is heavily involved with the Strolling Players drama group, which landed her a role in the ever-popular local movie Men of Grey 2. She's also a professional dancer. Margot's life ambition is to see herself married to a wonderful man who loves her and whom she can also love in return. She also wants to become a psychologist and to work with the youth of the country. Margot dislikes racism and unemployment, which she believes can lead to crime and involvement in drugs. If given the chance to reside abroad, Margot would like to go to France, as she has many relatives there who she would love to get to know. Our contestant number one, ladies and gentlemen, is Transcable Limited, Margot Ria Bourgeois.
Contestant number two is Mahalia Deborah McDonald, Miss Proton Cars. Mahalia is 24 and works in the food and beverage department of the Trinidad Hilton Hotel. Her ambition is to study hospitality management and to represent Trinidad and Tobago at the international pageant. She wants also to rebuild her parents' home and to get married and have a large family. Mahalia is against unemployment, which can lead to an upsurge in crime, domestic violence, where she sees women and children being abused, and she's concerned about the increasing number of street children in Trinidad and Tobago. Mahalia describes Trinidad and Tobago as a paradise on earth, where all races and religions are welcomed and are treated equally. Deepak Chopra is Mahalia's favorite author, while Robert De Niro is her leading actor. Our contestant number 2, Mahalia Deborah McDonald, Miss Proton Cars.
Thank you very much. We are continuing our coverage of Miss T&T 1996. Arlene Peterkin and Dennis McCormick on the stage here at the Queen's Hall this evening. 6 finalists also on the stage, and 3 of them will be going forward. Miss Caribbean Hibiscus, Miss World, and Miss Universe to represent Trinidad and Tobago on the world stage.
Let's stay together, loving you whether times are good or bad, or happy or sad. Since we've been together, loving you forever, I just can't see. Let me be the one you come running to. I've never been true, yeah, baby.
Thank you very much.
Nature Care, a soothing hand and body lotion with the moisturizing secrets found in aloe, cocoa butter, and coconut oil. Isn't it time you discovered the secrets of Nature Care? Nature Care.
And we welcome back our television audience comprising 1 million citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, some of whom I'm sure you're related to. And we have come to a very critical time in our presentation. Coming up in just a few minutes, we will have the announcements for Best Hairstyle, Best Evening Gown, Miss Amity, Miss Elegance, Miss Best Complexion. But for this particular moment, we're very pleased, ladies and gentlemen, to bring you an entertainment feature organized and choreographed by Andy Stevenson and the group Nostalgia, outfitted by Craggies of Upper Level Colsort Mall in Port of Spain. This performance is entitled Nostalgia Forever, Lighting and Effects by Mr. Bruce McIndo. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Nostalgia.
with me. I said my baby's at home, she's probably worried tonight. I didn't call on the phone to say that I'm alright. Diana walked up to me, she said I'm on yours tonight. And then I ran to the phone, saying baby I'm alright. I said but I locked the door, cause I forgot the key. She said he's not coming back, because he's sleeping with me.
gentlemen, Mr. Jackson has left the house. Mr. Jackson has left the house.
Wow, our own Michael Jackson.
Please come back. Ladies and gentlemen, nostalgia.
I believe Michael will be entertaining questions about Lisa Marie later on in the program. Just kidding.
And again, we are at this crucial juncture as we proceed in this presentation. And as I promised you earlier on, we're now awaiting the final decision of the judges and the girls, indeed, on the Miss Elegance, Miss Amity, Miss Photogenic, Miss Best Evening Gown, the Best Hairstyle, and the Best Complexion. Again, we'd just like to reiterate the prizes, and to do that, our lovely Arlene Peterkin-Alario.
For the Miss Best Complexion, this evening we have a trophy and cash sponsored by Nature Care. Miss Best Hairstyle, also by Nature Care, they'll be donating a trophy and some more cash. Miss Amity, chosen by the girls this evening, will be winning a trophy and a voucher from the Institut de Beauté. Miss Photogenic, trophy and a voucher from the Institut de Beauté as well. And the Miss Elegance will receive a trophy courtesy Accent International. Each contestant as well would receive a hamper from Palmolive as well as Nature Care gift boxes this evening.
And you'll be very happy to know that we have our 6 category winners, and they are as follows. First of all, Miss Amity, chosen by the girls themselves, Miss Well Marine Services Sharda Ramlogan.
Calling Miss Amity Sharda Ramlogan. She'll now be receiving a trophy as well as a gift voucher from Institut de Beauté. Presented this evening by Mr. Shane Leung of Colgate-Palmolive. Congratulations, Sharda.
Congratulations, Sharda. Our second title, Miss Photogenic, Miss Transcable Limited, Margot Bourgeois.
Margot receives a trophy, which is absent right now, but she'll be getting it later, I'm certain, as well as a voucher from Institut de Beauté. Miss Photogenic, Miss Transcable, Margot Bourgeois. Congratulations.
Our third title, Miss Best Complexion, Miss Super Industrial Services, Malini Samsundar.
Malini Samsundar, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Best Complexion. And she'll be receiving a trophy as well as cash from Miss Arlene King. Congratulations, Malini. You need to tell me the secret.
For the title, Best Evening Gown, Miss Transcable Margot Bourgeois.
Dress design this evening, ladies and gentlemen, by Peter Elias of Peter's Fabrics. Along with his team, Helen Joseph and Yvette Gonzalez.
Best Hairstyle, Miss Well Marine Services, Sharda Ramlogan.
I think she needs a little help. because she will be receiving another trophy. Malini is very kind. She was going to hand it over to Sharada Ramlogan, Miss Best Hairstyle. I thought you were lending a hand. Sorry about that. It's very difficult to hear when you're on stage. It's much easier to hear when you're in the audience.
And now, Miss Elegance, Miss Fabricland, Kisha Calendar.
Keisha Calendar, we want you out on stage. And there she is, ladies and gentlemen. What a lovely, elegant picture. Miss Keisha Calendar, Miss Fabricland. She'll be receiving a trophy courtesy Accent International. Miss Elegance.
A trophy received by Miss Pat Garcia of Accent International. And there you have our 6 special titles: Miss Amity, Miss Photogenic, Best Complexion, Best Evening Gown, Best Hairstyle, and Miss Elegance.
Congratulations, ladies. Miss Elegance, Keisha Calendar, Miss Best Complexion, Malini Samsundar, Best Hairstyle, as well as Miss Amity, Sharada Ramlogan, and Margot Bourgeois capturing the Best Evening Gown title, as well as Miss Photogenic.
To create new St. Ives Swiss Formula Botanical Plus shampoos and conditioners, we journeyed into nature. From her fruits and flowers, we plucked the gentlest ingredients to cleanse, condition, and revitalize your hair.
And we'd like to welcome you back to Miss Trinidad and Tobago Beauty Pageant 1996 with the kind compliments of NK Enterprises and Nature Care.
Beauty beyond this world. Hasn't it been going like that so far?
This special feature now comprises presentations to several people who have contributed immeasurably to the production tonight. And to guide you through this very short presentation, my beautiful co-host.
Okay, we'd like to call on stage now. These people are going to be surprised because they don't know we'll be calling them out. Nature Care has been very kind in sponsoring some lovely flowers to be giving to these hard-working individuals, the people behind the scenes. We'd like to call out now Miss Roma Kim Sabini.
Roma Kim is making her way from one of the rows in the hall, and she will be on stage in just a moment.
Apparently she's giving Atta Bolden some stiff competition. I saw her. She just flew up the stairs there. The presentation will be made by Maurice Rodriguez of Nature Care. Miss Roma Kim Sabini, behind the crown all these years. Well done. The lady, the queen maker, as they say in Trinidad and Tobago. We'd also like to call Miss Arlene King. I know who that is. Arlene, thank you so much for all the hard work. I know that she's been doing all the makeup for the ladies in the fashion shows at Singho. Thank you so much. Calling on stage now the Public Relations Officer of MK Enterprises, Miss Lucia Elegant. Lucia has been responsible for putting out all those press releases. You've been seeing so much of the ladies in the media these days. Here she is. Miss Lucia Elegor. Very hard-working young lady. Thank you, Lucia. And last but not least, Miss Suzanne Sabini. She's been the one training all the young ladies, and hasn't it shown? She's done a remarkable job. I invite Suzanne now to step and turn. Those are her famous words. Thank you, Suzanne.
We take this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, not to do it only locally here in the hall, but also for the television viewers, to thank very, very sincerely all the people, those not mentioned tonight, who contributed in any way to the success of tonight's presentation. Would you give them a nice warm round of applause, please? These beauty pageants have always been slightly emotional, not only for those who win, but for those who you might regard as, I wouldn't want to say losers, because they're also gorgeous. A lot of hard work goes into production, and a lot of extra stress is heaped on the girls and the producers to actually come out with a live presentation. So we get a little bit more emotional as we come to the end of our production, because we also have to say goodbye, and goodbyes are always slightly sad.
Let me say goodbye now. How about that? So you'll be alone with this special person
I
on
don't
stage.
want to go.
Yes, I'll be back.
You're going to dress it, you're going to change it to another
No. This is it for the evening. I promise.
Ladies and gentlemen, please say thank you to my co-host, Goliath, Jill, Supergirl. And I would like to invite you now to appreciate and say goodbye with a very sincere round of applause to the reigning Miss Universe 1995, a lady who not only endeared herself to all of her citizens here in TNT, but went on 2 international jaunts and did very, very well. I'm sure you remember Michelle Can.
The country of calypso and carnival, sweet steel pan music, crab and callaloo, and most colorful people, Trinidad and Tobago. Allow me to take this opportunity to share some final words with you. The journey has been wonderful, to say the least. The high point of my experience was my return home from South Africa last November, to the warm embrace of the people of Trinidad and Tobago, after having been crowned Miss World's second princess. The low point was my return home from Las Vegas in May of this year, having missed the top 10 in Miss Universe. There was only my family and close friends to embrace me. I felt disappointed, as though I let Trinidad and Tobago down, but I know I did my best. To represent one's country is something that is difficult to explain. It is really an honor and a privilege. The experience of pageants has really taught me a lot. Most of all, it has taught me the beauty is on the inside. It's all about your personality, your spirit, your heart, your mind. It's about those things that make you a great individual. In my reign, the biggest challenge that I faced was having others judge pageants, and by extension, me. As something and someone that's just about a pretty face. It's a challenge that I still and probably will always face, having to prove myself and my capability in all aspects of my life. However, it makes me want to excel in everything I do, and as a result, I grow and learn, and most importantly, I gain the respect that I know I deserve. And so to you, the contestants, remember to live for the experience more than the outcome. If you do that, you will all be queens, whether or not you get the crown. Life is not an easy road, and you should think of the pageant as an avenue to explore, to excite, to learn, to achieve, and of course, to remember. As I walk the stage for the last time, I want you to always dream your dreams and live them for yourself, as I've tried to do. Now take a deep breath and smile. Let that beauty shine through. And to you, Trinidad and Tobago, thank you. I hope I've made you half as proud as you've made me. Thank you.
With our best wishes for a great future and our thanks for all the work that you've done on behalf of Trinidad and Tobago, our love and best wishes, Michelle Can. I've just been asked to thank, special thanks to Greer Samaru, who has contributed immeasurably to the production this evening. Greer Samaru, nice round of applause, please, wherever you are. Thank you very much. And now, our final view of all of the lovely ladies who contributed to tonight's presentation. I invite all the contestants on stage before we announce the results of this competition. The 13 girls who vied for 3 titles tonight in the Miss Trinidad and Tobago pageant 1996 on stage. They are Margot Bourgeois, Mahalia Deborah MacDonald, Deborah Dale Dinu, Francisca Nadine Shah, Hema Ramlakan, Misha Trim, Susan Renuka Rajkumar, Mikael Alicia Clark, Camille Elizabeth Joanna Ram Kalawan, Keisha Ann Calendar, Sharda Ramlogan, Lisa Mungru, and Malini Michel. 13 beautiful ladies who participated in tonight's competition. This is the last time you're going to be seeing them together as a group of wonderful ladies. How about a nice warm round of applause?
I'd like to call Suzanne Sabini on stage now. She's the lady who knows it all.
Ooh, goosebumps. Well, you know what happens now? Yeah? We have to call the 3 winners, the 3 ladies who will carry the title Miss Caribbean Hibiscus, Miss World, and Miss Universe, respectively, to various international fora. And the lady who has been chosen unanimously by the judges to represent Trinidad and Tobago at the Miss Caribbean Hibiscus later on this year, Miss Fabricland Keisha Calendar.
Congratulations, Keisha. Keisha will be representing Trinidad and Tobago later on this year in St. Martin. Keisha is now about to be sashed and crowned by the lovely Miss Trinidad and Tobago, Michelle Can. Our Miss Caribbean Hibiscus representative, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Fabricland, Keisha Calendar. Congratulations.
And now the announcement for the lady who will represent Trinidad and Tobago at the Miss World competition later on this year.
Yes.
Miss Well Marine Services, Sharda Ramlogan.
She'd love to go to India. That's where you're heading. Miss Sharda Ramlogan. She'll be our Miss Trinidad and Tobago representative to the Miss World pageant, ladies and gentlemen, 1996, India.
Is that it? Is that it? Is that it?
Do you want to know?
And the lady who will represent the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago at the Miss Universe contest 1997 Miss... I can't understand this. Would you like to help me?
I think it's written in Greek. 1 second. I told you they were testing my language skills.
It looks like these... I can't understand it. Miss Universe, Trinidad and Tobago, 1996, Miss Transcable, Margot Bourgeois.
Congratulations, Margot Bourgeois. You're going to be representing your country at the 1997 Miss Universe pageant. All I can say is you'll do us proud. Congratulations. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a final look at you. I know the audience can't get enough. Our Miss World representative is Sharada Ramlogan, Miss Universe 1997, Margot Bourgeois, and Miss Caribe Hibiscus 1996, Miss Keisha Calendar. Trinidad and Tobago pageant, courtesy Nature Care Skincare Products and MK Enterprises. On behalf of myself and my co-host, Mr. Dennis McCovey, we'd like to wish you all a very good...
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of MK Enterprises and Nature Care, we thank you for patronizing this event. We wish you a very safe journey home, and we extend congratulations to all of the girls. Good night and God bless.
About your love that makes